Hello, guys. I know you guys are always like, "Where is he? Is he gone? Is he coming back?" I know. Everything's going pretty well. I haven't been doing videos on like that stuff, because I don't know. Like I've really been sober, so it's hard to keep your mind like I don't know on it like on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? Like it's not something I don't know. But the fucking pollen. Sorry for cursing. The pollen has hit Jersey pretty well. Um, so other than that, everything has been going well. I'm at allergies, but everything's been going great. But I had this weird I get emails from people, and I just ate. I'm sorry, a little nasty, but I bleh, I get emails from people, and it's making me think like shit. I shouldn't be not. I mean, I email people back, but speaking here like on YouTube is like a whole different thing. So maybe I should get back on that. I don't know. Obviously, my camera is better. That's a good thing. It's my phone, but it's like a newer phone. But anyway, the Benzos. I've posted before that I was going to talk about that. um, I've like kind of figured out the phenomenon of how people don't have withdrawal from them, and they that's why I wasn't making videos, because remembering withdrawal, and don't let this throw you off your path to getting clean. Please don't. I have PTSD from withdrawal, if that makes sense, of my hyperthyroidism and then PTSD. So it's like from the withdrawal, the symptoms are similar. They're almost the same, actually. It sucks, but besides the dopamine deficiency where you crave it, but damn. But um, yeah, PTSD from it. So I get a fever, I work out, I break a sweat, I'm working on sweating, and let's say I had a coffee, my stomach starts to hurt, and I'm like, I sweat. You're um having a brain fart. Fucking nerve. Sorry for cursing again. Um, it's pretty much the nerve firing from the brain down to the gut, and you break the sweat like when you have the shits and the runs or whatever. Well, that's what coffee does to me. I have I didn't drink coffee on opiates. I didn't drink coffee after that. I started drinking coffee maybe like a month and a half ago. A little more than a month and a half ago, whatever. So it hurts. It's always been like years ago before I was using it. Like I drank coffee and my stomach, forget it. It's a natural laxative, right? So I'm just like, I break a sweat and I'm like, and then I have a panic attack, and that started to happen around the time I was making the videos. Like I wasn't craving anything. It's the weird thing. I wasn't craving anything. It has nothing to do with that in my case. Um, but like, you're in fear mode because fight or flight mode. Like when you're in withdrawal, you're still in fight or flight. This light always does this. It's like a smart bulb, and I don't know why. So yeah, it sucks, dude. I didn't like it. It's just I don't like thinking about it, but I've gotten to a level where I'm like, okay, I think I can handle it now. Um, no, I didn't slip, relapse, nothing. So I'm proud of myself, I guess. But it's I don't remember what it feels like to be high anymore. I don't remember what it feels like to have like full blown withdrawal anymore. I mean, besides those PTSD moments, but if I stay away from them, which I was doing, I didn't feel it, and less anxiety. You know what I mean? But think I'm alright to talk right now. But I'm just saying, it's just like miserable, and then it throws my whole mentality off. Depression comes back, insomnia because your brain's like, I remember not sleeping, and it comes back. So, and I figured out like insomnia, straight up, it's not a medicine that turns it off. It's not like insomnia is a weird because I there were nights that I beat it and I was like, holy shit, like I beat it. I'm getting tired. I'm going to sleep. And I mean, I was up. Like I was just like staring at the fucking ceiling. I'm like, ugh, I can't watch one more thing on TV. I don't like watching TV much. You know what I mean? So I'm like I don't use my phone a lot. So I was like, it is just I don't miss those days at all. Like I'm so happy. I don't remember what it feels like to be high. I don't remember the withdrawal in full. I mean, I remember, but I don't like my body doesn't care for it anymore like that. It doesn't. I'll be honest with you. I'm proud, happy about it. I know some people out there, some YouTubers, some people I know, probably struggling with it again. You know what I mean? Shit happens, dude. What are you gonna do? It sucks. I'm very proud of myself that I did not go. I didn't even slip. Thank God I didn't slip. I even have one viewer out there. You know who you are. He came down to visit me from Connecticut, and he was gonna withdraw here, but he brought his stuff just to not get sick on the way here. I would have done it too. You know what I mean? But he I was around it and didn't even. He can come on and tell you, Austin. Good tell him. It's just nothing. I'm like, hmm. But at the time, my anxiety was a little high because I was making the videos, and it got my, like I mentioned before, anxiety going. Anyway, back to like I don't want to run off the point. Back to the purpose of this video. Like drinking, benzos, opiates, opioids, any substance that you can physically build a dependence on. I was talking about insomnia before, how I turn it off. Just you have to find a way to be content. Like I know it sounds fucking annoying. Like I read this, seen little quotes on it. Me too. I used to do the same thing. I'm like, these fucking self-guided hypnosis sleep videos. But then like one day, then when I wasn't doing that, watching one of those videos, I wasn't watching TV. I was doing nothing. It was just candle lights and redid my walls and nice. But yeah, I just like I accepted it in my head. Like I don't know. I just accepted it in my head that I was content. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I grew up sleeping. I was like, I can sleep. I'll sleep. No, I don't know what happened. Like you just have to accept and like surrender at night before you go to bed. Like if you have insomnia, and it worked. Like I was like, oh shit, I'm drifting off, and I fell asleep. You know what I mean? For like 8 hours. I'm like, damn, that was pretty impressive. But that better than any medicine. Um, now, any substance, benzos, alcohol, opiates, like I said, you obviously know what tolerance is built up. Tolerance builds up. This is why tolerance builds up. You always hear about why withdrawal happens because tolerance builds up. But what do you hear about before tolerance builds up? The chemical mechanisms of action that are going on that cause that tolerance buildup. The chemical, Xanax, take the half life, do the math. How long does it stay in your system? Until it's out of your system. Detectable in urine, I'm talking. Look, how long? Find that out. Okay. If you're going to take your benzos, if it's not short term, if you're about to start taking them, like you're gonna you just got a prescription for them. You want to use them or not use them, take them responsibly. Um, listen to this, because this is alcoholics, or not alcoholics, but people that are starting to drink. Because if you're over the limit, then with any substance, you're not fucked, but you're kind of fucked. Not really hopeless fucked, just fucked. Sorry for cursing again. But yeah, builds up tolerance, right? What comes before that? Like I said, take the half life. How long does the chemical stay in your system? So you find out, and you honestly, if you're not like some hardcore addict and you want to do this responsibly, you don't want to fucking, fall into the pits of tolerance withdrawal, this is pretty much, and for people that are on benzos or any of those substances that are coming down, tapering off, whatever, this will work for you too. Get to a point where you can go 24 hours without anything and you don't get sick. Like, maybe a little bit. A little bit. If it's like for people tapering, a little bit. You might get a little sick. Maybe like break a sweat. And then you take your dose and then it's gone. But for the people that aren't there yet, and this is just a general concept, you wait that fucking long. I can't stop cursing, I'm sorry. Until you take that next dose. Even a little before. It could be like a few hours before the full life of the. You know what I mean? Like, if a full life is 24 hours, it could be 20 hours, or. You know what I mean? Until you take your next one. It's pretty much out of your system. You know what I mean? You're not building the tolerance up, which means you're almost like restarting. You know what I mean? Like, that point 0.5 is Xanax you took the other night, or I hate to say this, but oxycodone for people maybe on pain medicine. I don't fucking know. Whatever. If you take it in the morning and you take it in the morning, probably better at night if you are, but whatever. And wait. Let it enter and leave your system. You start fresh again, almost. You pretty much start fresh. Like, you're not building the chemical makeup in your body. So if you don't get to that point, you're not going to have tolerance issues, because your tolerance is going to drop within that 24 hours. Your tolerance drops, dude. I was in Xanax withdrawal once. It took me 5 days or something like that to feel completely better again, through switching to clonazepam, and I just matched my tolerance. If I was taking like 5 milligrams, I take 5 milligrams of that for the first, like, not even 2 nights, 2 days, whatever. And my tolerance for the Xanax, I don't know, dude. Like, it just, like, I'm talking like within a day and a half ish. Like, it's fast. Like, your shit's gonna drop quick. But that's good. I always said that in my tapering videos, remember? I said once the smaller dosages start working again, and you're gonna be like, whoa, I remember these days. Like, you're going back down again. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you gotta play doctor with yourself, man, because they're not gonna play that with you. Some of them, they're not gonna do it. They don't want to do it. So if they don't want to do it, and you have the same medicine that they're giving you, it's not gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? It's not gonna kill you. But what do you got to lose? You know what I mean? Like, so just let it run its system. Or even if you are in tolerance withdrawal a little bit, push is, like I said in my opiate videos in the past. You guys remember? Try to go as long as you can without taking it until you get really sick, and then you take just a little bit. A little bit. This is for benzos too. A little bit. You were taking 2 milligrams of Xanax. You take 0.5 when you feel like fucking complete miserable. Sorry, I'm looking at my timer I have. You feel miserable. You know what I mean? Like, it's. But it's the same principle with every substance. Like, you wait till you stay as sick as you can, as long as you can. Even if it's for 5 hours, that's good. That's great. Then you take that little dosage, and it's it's so weird. Like it might not. It'll definitely level you out the first dose, and the second one, it'll level you out probably a little bit better. Um, and after that, you're pretty much smooth sailing, dude. Like it's like fucking an opiate withdrawal. You know what I mean? Like after like they for us like it could be 4 or 5, man, before we start feeling like somewhat normal again. Like just remember with opiates, we have pretty much all the symptoms as benzo withdrawal. Akathisia, we have fucking insomnia, we have restlessness, restless legs, crazy hot and cold sweats. You could take as many benzos as you want in opiate withdrawal. You're not gonna sleep, dude. At least with benzos, you're in benzo withdrawal. If you take like fucking 3 bars and you were taking like 1 bar and you're in withdrawal and you take three and you fuck yourself up, not even gonna. Most opiate people, they don't even take benzos usually. The opiates have the anti-anxiety part. That's why it fucks with your hot and cold. Works on your central nervous system too, dude. Like it's not just your opiate receptors in your mind and your gut. It's your central nervous system. It's I mean, you have hypothalamic bleh, hypothalamic dysregulation. Your body temperature is just wackadoo, dude. So you know what I mean. We suffer, man. Like we suffer too. No benzo withdrawal's bad, but I'm telling you, at least with benzos, it can be a hit or miss. Like some people just won't get withdrawal. I don't know why. She was taking 30. I mean, for 32 years, 1 milligram every night, like every night. Sometimes 1.5, but mostly 1 milligram. Like barely. I never missed a night. Like maybe 2 days she's missed, like in the 32 years. But she stopped one day. I said, "Did you take your alprazolam?" I don't call it Xanax. I say your alprazolam. She's like, "No, it's been like 4 or 5 days." I'm like, she's like, "Why? What?" I said, shit. Well, how do you feel?" She was like, "Fine." I said, "Are you sleeping okay?" She goes, "Yeah, I switched to melatonin a little, but I'm sleeping just as good." I'm like, "Well, damn." I'm like, "All right, cool." She's like, "Why?" I said, "Nothing. Never mind. Cool. I was just wondering. I realized you weren't taking it." So I was like, "Huh." But, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I think it could be mental where you reject the anxiety. Like, you do not let it strike you at all. There's a way to do it. There is. I don't know. Pretty sure Buddhists, Buddhist monks, they might do it. I mean, it's hard to because they don't do you know these drugs, but I think that's one way. The other is genetics. You're just fucked or you're not, or you're mildly fucked. And then there's like the other one, I don't know. It's a complicated phenomenon, but it happens a lot. Like it's not uncommon at all. They just don't talk about it. Those you hear about all these people with the horror stories. These ones they don't talk about it. They not just even with alcohol. There's alcoholics that have been drinking like for like 25, 30, 32 years more. Going over a pint, 2 pints a night, 3 pints, whatever, and they stop like cold turkey. Nothing. I've been in rehab with these people. Nothing. No medicine. I'm like I'm next to go up in the nurse's office, and I hear this motherfucker go, "No, I don't need any Ativan." I'm like, "Do you want clonidine or pranolol?" He's like, "Nope." I'm like, he was like 48, 49, almost nearing 50 years old. I was like, "Damn, bro, all right." I'm shivering, shaking. But there was time I went to rehab. I didn't have any withdrawal. I think because I was doing fake dope, and that's fine. But yeah, like you let it run its course, and it stops the tolerance buildup. maybe you'll get some tolerance, but it might take a lot longer. Like, because think about it, people that are taking, 2 milligrams of alprazolam a day, which is like, up there a little bit for alprazolam, but I mean, morning, afternoon, night, and they know the times that they take their dosage. I take it at 8 in the morning. I take it at 12 in the afternoon. I take it at 4 or 5 at night. You catching on? Like, they're like, oh, I can't miss my next dose. Once they train their brain that to think that way, your subconscious now says, all right, I have it now. I understand. And then you start taking it all day. You know what I mean? And you don't let it leave your system. You don't let it run its course. So you're gonna go into tolerance fast, and yeah, it sucks. But this clonazepam, clonopinol, whatever, diazepam, whatever substance, opioids, opiates, whatever, you just let it run its course. Even if, like I said, this is mostly like for people that are starting medication for real reasons, or for people that are intolerant, that are tapering, that want to start gaining self-control. But this is the science behind all this. So, in my hair, no, it's just the light. Like, you just you learn self-control, right? You lessen the withdrawal, you lessen the chances of the withdrawal, and you lessen the withdrawal. I mean, both, dude. You might not have any. You're gain that you gain more motivation, more positive. You gain better self-esteem. You gain, and then you start doing other shit, other things that you're like, oh, I'm confident I can do this now because I don't have to take this substance like the way I was. Like, it's a major change from this to that. So then you start thinking like, well, shit, I might as well take off and do what I want with it. All right. And then eventually, you fucking forget about the substance. You don't need it because you're getting that dopamine rush throughout from life now, from doing regular things regular people do. So, you know what I mean? You kind of gotta just trial and error, man. Try it. You know what I mean? Men and women, try it. Give it a try. You know what I mean? For a day. See what happens if you just get yourself not sick. And I don't know. I mean, you guys do fucked up shit. I mean, I've done it before. Take it with you where you're going. But or work. Like, I get it. I don't want to say any of that on here, but whatever. Try to just, you have it. It's there. You'll get to it on your downtime when you're done with your day, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, try to do that. That kind of relates back to my old video. I said, start living like you're sober before you get sober. This is what I was fucking talking about, because there were assholes that were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist, but this is what I meant. You know what I mean? Like, you're gaining self-control, and then you're also, like, you're literally, that's my dog. You alright, baby? What's wrong? You alright, mama? So, she has anxiety issues. Her mom was my ex. Terrible woman. Thank you. She's a cabochon. She's really cute. But, what's this button do? I don't know what button I'm hitting. I'm not really tech savvy. You guys know that. But, like, you're gonna gain a lot of benefits from this. Like, you're really gonna be like, whoa. I didn't know life was even 1/8 this interesting. And you're like, this is pretty cool. Okay, whatever. You're lessening the chemical makeup in your system. It is depleting. And keep peeing, too. Keep urinating. Like, you have to keep urinating. Like, drinking as much water as you frick. Lemon water, I usually go for lemon water because I had a kidney stone once, which led to my first Percocet, which led to not using right away, but it took a little while. But I remember that feeling. But like lemon water, whatever, you know what I mean, to flush your system out. Like you don't want to deplete too much sodium from your system. You don't want to like keep peeing every 5 minutes and you know what I mean, clear all day every day. Like you need some vitamins in your system. You need a balance of sodium. You need certain things. You can't go without that. So as long as you're pissed, drink like a liter and a half a day, 2 liters a day. For me, I don't know. That's just me. It works for me. But for my gut mood, dude, identical twins. Like you eat like shit, you are going to feel like shit, like complete garbage. You're gonna feel terrible. Oof. I mean, there's times when I wake up. No, sorry for the TMI, but my stomach's hurting, and like it's because I ate the night before. This was like way back then, and like I wake up, man, and I'd have high blood pressure. I'd start to get awake more, like hard to fall back asleep, and get up and go to the bathroom, and I mean, like a new man, I'd be like, my anxiety was gone. That's why I tell people in opiate withdrawal and in benzo withdrawal, don't just stop pissing, but gut mood and your central nervous system fires down to your gut, which is why you get nauseous when you're scared. You throw up and this, that, whatever. It get rid of whatever's in there. You know how they want to give you like anti-diarrheals and all that when you really don't. You want to let it. I mean, when you completely like vacate your system and start to replace it with healthier foods, like I'm on like a salmon Mediterranean because I'm Greek and Sicilian. So like I'm on a real like you know I'm on a really good diet. I have a good diet right now, but yeah, my mood's totally different, dude. If I eat a nice sliver of sockeye salmon and basmati or whatever, I don't drink water with my meals either. Don't do that. Drink like at least like an hour I do after. But yeah, back to my point again and again. I have ADHD. You gain this different the any perspective change when you're in recovery from benzos, opiates, alcohol, whatever, crack. I don't fucking know. I never messed with that stuff, but when you're in recovery from any of that shit, changing the perspective and the path just that, just a little, just like a little bit, which is like a what do they call them? Little victory, you want to call it, right? Similar to that. It's like a little victory. But that's what it is. Perspective change, a little switch, a little tweak in it, and bang, you feel like something different. Sorry, that like you feel different. Like you're gonna be like, what I can do with this whole change thing. Like it's pretty fun. You know what I mean? It is, dude. It's freaking. It's something you really, really have to put yourself like. You have to put yourself in that like position to really feel what I'm talking about because some people they might not really like they're like yeah right that's not gonna work how both eyes though like they're gonna be like that's not gonna work that's a, yeah okay all right you go to rehab you get a little bit of that shit because you're there even though you don't want to be you're there and you're forced to go with the fucking flow and you have to do it if you want to or you screw it and that's not what you want so let these medications or sub medications I'll say run their course let them run their course and then that's when you redose if you can go longer that's better it'll work better but all this information was kind of again I'm all over the place with my information but hopefully I answered some of your questions that you were probably thinking about in your head but remember what makes tolerance like I explained you know what I mean let it run its course and then just like weed anything times the night day whatever you smoke it if that works for you, that works for you. There's the time you get excited about it, but then you lose that, and that's when it becomes addiction. So I hope this video made sense to some of you guys. I'm gonna like start really organizing my content again and putting it out there more because I do feel bad because I know there's some of my people out there that are watching, and I'm like, fuck. But my bad. Penny, you alright, baby? But yeah, I'm gonna be back on this because I feel a lot more clear headed now, so I feel like it's a better time than ever. So anyway, hope this was good info for you guys. I'll be back soon, maybe even tonight.